The magician made a bet with the police. He's going to get out of this prison in chains. To keep him from touching anyone, the police carried him straight into the cell, finally shut his mouth. The secretary feels he has the chance to win, and proudly took a picture with him. Can wait for someone to just leave? The magician let go. Watch carefully. He has 6 fingers. After a few minutes, the chief opens the prison door again. The magician is gone. There are only chains all over the ground. Since then, everyone knows the magician. Escape King Houdini. Very few people know. Houdini came from a slum, and his enlightenment mentor is just a pig butcher. Once, this man pulls out a saw in full view to saw the woman in the box in half. Everyone is too scared to look. Only Houdini's eyes widened. This caught the butcher's attention, so invited him to the stage. Turned the box in half towards the audience. The butcher made him scratch the soles of the women's feet. The next second, the woman let out a hearty laugh. Then the butcher asked him to help him close the box. When the lid is open, woman unharmed. Looking at surprised people, Houdini suddenly felt an unprecedented sense of satisfaction. Soon after, he began to perform on the streets, bend over to pick up the nails on the ground and swallow them. The next second, he started vomiting. It's like being stuck with a nail. It turned out to spit out an egg. As egg after egg is spit out, more and more rewards are received. Houdini rushed home, juggling a silver coin out of his mother's hair, followed by the second, the third. Houdini made her shake her body. More silver coins fell out. Mother is overjoyed. He swears to his mother, one day he will turn silver coins into gold coins. Growing up, Houdini gradually realized an unknown magician is only worthy of some small theater performances. He will never get rich, so he found a prison. He made a bet with the warden with all his savings. You can't keep me here. For this purpose, a reporter was specially hired to testify. The warden can't take it anymore. Handcuffed Houdini himself. Searched, pushed Houdini directly into the cell. Wife kisses Houdini affectionately. The warden immediately noticed that something was wrong. He made Houdini open his mouth for examination, but there is nothing in it. Before leaving, the warden scolded harsh words. If you can't escape, just disturb the peace. I'll catch you then. Houdini disagrees. After everyone leaves, the real show begins. This time, the miracle created by Houdini spread all over the streets. Houdini also knew, under fame, each of his next performances must be more thrilling than ever, otherwise he'll be pushed off the altar. At this time, Houdini met the genius prop master Jim. He invented a curved key. Handcuffs can be easily opened, can be hidden in shirt cuffs, so Houdini asked him to be his assistant. With his help, once again staged the drama of escape from prison. Have new props. Houdini quickly thinks of new tricks. He had him shackled, then hang upside down and sink into the tank. Finally lock the lid. This time Houdini will challenge the limits of the human body. Either succeed or die. 2 minutes passed quickly. No movement behind the screen. Some audience can't sit still, stand up and ask for help. As the protests grow louder, Houdini's wife also became concerned. Finally, the assistant can't stand the pressure. He called the fireman next to him to the stage. He wants to smash the water tank directly. When the screen is removed, Houdini disappeared. Performance made Houdini a god again. He also entered the vision of the American high level. It was on the eve of World War I. America desperately needs a top agent. Infiltrate other countries to steal intelligence. To know that true camouflage is no camouflage. So Houdini was the perfect candidate for the plan. It didn't take long for Houdini to get the assignment. Secretly approaching the German emperor. For this he came to Berlin specially. After 5 consecutive performances, he finally ushered in the Kaiser's summons. The Kaiser is extremely strict. He doesn't even look at a normal performance. Houdini decided to live the whole life. He first asked the Kaiser to choose a sharpshooter. Invite him to the stage. Shoot at a target 10 meters away. With the sharpshooter pulling the trigger. Left a bullet hole. Houdini had his assistant pour gunpowder into the barrel again. He pulled out a bullet. After the sharpshooter checks it out, he asked his assistant to press the bullet into the barrel of the gun. After everything is ready, the sharpshooter picked up the gun again. But this time, Houdini suddenly stands in front of the target. He's going to bite the bullet with his teeth. A moment. Everyone is nervous. Sharpshooter hesitant. Even with the Kaiser's instructions, he didn't dare to shoot that. Fire.
Fire! Fire the gun! Pull the trigger!
Waiting for the dust to dissipate, a miracle will appear. Houdini unscathed. It's the bullet in his mouth. The emperor was shocked. He can't understand how Houdini did it. It turns out that the mystery lies in that humble push rod. He has magnets installed on the bottom. The bullet has not been in the barrel since then. Through this performance, Houdini wins Kaiser's trust. Overheard a lot of information. Mission completed successfully. Houdini was then invited to the Kremlin. Show for the Tsarist royal family. He asked everyone to write down their wishes. Then let the princess choose one. When Houdini unfolds the note, he realized he didn't know Russian. To the Queen. The Queen said to Houdini just by looking at it,
I'm afraid you will never be able to grant a wish, Houdini. Well, let me give it a shot, Your Majesty.
The original wish on the note was, let the Kremlin bells ring again. But the bell hasn't rung for hundreds of years. The drawstring is already rotten. The ladder is also gone. Houdini is still confident. He picked up a red handkerchief, opened the curtains, opened the window, then put the tissue in the handkerchief. A rope was pulled from below. Houdini asked the princess to be his assistant. Next second.
Pull it again. Pull the rope.
Members of the royal family kneel, thought it was a miracle of God. But for Houdini, it's just a little trick. When he got the note, wish has been dropped, so he knew long ago that the bell would ring. The key to accomplishing this task, its assistant Jim. He had set up a sniper rifle in the building opposite in advance, installed a muffler, pull the trigger while the princess pulls the rope. Gradually, Houdini's performance is getting more and more handy. He can get out of the safe in 10 minutes, sneak into the president's office, after stealing confidential documents, unconsciously back to the stage again. In less than a year, he even moved the stage from the earth to the sky. Once again created countless miracles. Until later, film was born. This young man named Charlie Chaplin stole all his audience. Houdini realized he has to create an astonishing magic to regain everything.